suriin ang iyong pangalan. Nawa ang iyong kaharian ay mapasa aking kabuuan. Nawa ang iyong kapangyarihan ay masiwalat sa aking kabuuan, sa lupa at sa mga langit. Bigyan mo ako ngayon ng aking aral upang makilala ko ang aking mga kamalian at ang karunungan. At huwag mo akong ipahintulot sa tukso at kagulumihanan, kundi ilayo mo ako sa mali. Dahil sa iyo ang kahariang nasa aking kabuuan at ang kapangyarihan at ang karunungan magpakailanman siya nawa.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kuya Reynaldo. Okay, that was the third version of the Nocodemian prayer, otherwise known as Emmanuel's Prayer or Our Father or the Lord's Prayer in Christian circles. And we're going to recite the German version of this, also the third prayer. Mein Geist, der du bist in Alma, dein Name sei geheiligt. Dein Reich inkarniere sich in mir. Deine Kraft entfalte sich in mir, auf Erden und in den Himmeln. Mein tägliches Brot gib mir heute, so ich erkenne meine Schuld und ich erkenne die Wahrheit. Und führe mich nicht in Versuchung und Verwirrung, sondern erlöse mich vom Irrtum. Denn dein ist das Reich in mir und die Kraft und das Wissen in Ewigkeit. Now I'll recite the 7 life affirmations in German and English. Ich lebe in Liebe. I live in love. Ich lebe in Frieden. I live in peace. Ich lebe in Freiheit. I live in freedom. Ich lebe in Harmony. I live in harmony. Ich lebe unbeschwert. I live unburdened. Ich lebe in Gesundheit. I live in health. Ich lebe in Freude. I live in joy. So today it's Saturday, April 25th, 2026, and we're meeting for another study group session. And Renz will be our, guest hoster this evening. Thank you. Oh, hi, Sister Zora.
Yeah, and Richie's here too.
Oh, Richie made it. Yay. Okay, good.
We had a good discussion last time with Jacob. I don't think if he's gonna join us today, but well, I hope he will. So I might lower my voice a little bit. But can I ask Ate Cynthia to read this? Our
Sure.
topic now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Today,
let's welcome everybody first. I think we had Ate Zor and Richie, Kuya Ronaldo, you, Ate Cynthia, and me. And I think Tita Helen is coming and see on the chat. Yeah. So if we can start reading this and we just discuss for a bit.
this is from the Beam book.
Yeah, this is the Psyche.
The Psyche.
Yeah, page 38.
And we're now on page 38, and we're going to deal with memory. Okay. The memory is a material block and factor of the material consciousness, which in the human being and animal and other memory possessing life forms exhibits the ability to store perceptions of all types, as well as experiences, learnings, lived experiences, things heard, things felt, and through the sense capability to store recorded information of all types and later to recall them to the material consciousness. Hence, the memory is able to recall all kinds of previously stored information according to the volition of the relevant life form, in which case the material consciousness represents that essential factor which, by corresponding impulses of recall to the memory, causes it to release the desired and therein stored information, which then reach the material consciousness directly from the memory and thus become conscious to the life form. The memory is able to store every type of information. So thus, for example, perceptions, experiences, learnings, and lived experiences of a purely material form, as well as a half material and purely psychic feeling based or sense capable form. Also, the empfindung impulses radiating out of the spiritual empfinden to the half material psyche feeling realm are registered and stored in the memory through sensitivity, through which, for example, I need to scroll. Bang, no, my page turner, which, for example, for the human being, it is possible through the memory to accept Empfindungen from the spirit Empfindung realm into the material consciousness as well. Since the memory represents a purely material factor, the material consciousness, thus, this is also transitory and ordered into the becoming and passing. That means that with the death of the life form, the memory in material form ceases to exist. This now means, however, that in no kind and wise the stored information would simply be extinguished as well, because this already becomes truthfully transmitted in impulse-based swinging waveform to the storage banks, Akashic Chronic, at the same time as with the storage in the memory through which it is practically reformed into eternal durability and permanence. In this way, it first becomes also possible that past life memories of any kind are reawakened in later lives when, for example, a human being has reincarnated and through their new body has a new and fresh memory at their disposal, which they form anew during their life and therein store uncountable new information.
Okay, I think we can stop there and maybe we can discuss or ask question. Anybody wants to ask question? Did Ate Cynthia want to share something?
Well, the first thing that caught my eye was this also that this is something that, like the memory. It's also the first sentence, which says that the memory is a material block and factor of material consciousness, which in the human being and animal and other memory possessing life forms. There, that's what got my eye. Exhibits ability to store perceptions of all types, etc. So the other, so also not just human being, but also animal and other memory possessing life forms.
Correct. Well,
Yeah,
even water, I think it's stored memory. Well, that's what
yeah,
I
that's thoughts. Yeah,
Mm.
frequencies. That's true.
So memory, I don't know how do you define memory because
Yeah.
it's really
Hmm.
important to understand how memory works and how memory really is important to us. Um, but the thing
Yeah.
is, sometimes our brain is limited and can also uh, how the impaired the memory of human
Hmm.
being, right?
Yeah.
So because memory, we can have physical, have material memory, the creation energetic memory, everything, etc. And those memory are stays with us, but sometimes our brain are not capable to bring it into how they call it into our material consciousness to recall, but we're supposed to recall that. So memory is always there. So we're gonna compare just like computer, right? So our computer, our laptop, or cell phone, they had memories, correct? So they're automatically either what either you just turn it on, your computer knows the settings. It has own memory, the clock, the time zone, etc. So it recalls everything. Same as our consciousness, same as our organs in our body, physical body. It has their own memory. So that's why they function automatically, even we don't think about it. Like our hearts beats, even we don't think about that hearts are beating, or we are breathing, but still our memory remembers that. So it's very important to us. Yeah. Anyone wants to share?
I meant to ask, what was the difference again between human beings as a life force? Because some with the animals are instinct based, but they
Well,
do have
they
memory.
had memory too.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah. That. I guess because I just also thought about it, and this is kind of sad because apparently I think I read a news somewhere that like the elephants, because they're being killed or hunted just for their ivory tusks, that the younger ones are even growing without tusks because I think it no longer serves their purpose. That they're being run into extinction because of hunting just to get their tusks. Things like that happen. I read somewhere. Mm. That's it.
Yeah. Anyone want to share?
si Ate Helen nagtaas ng kamay.
Oh, sige, sige, to Helen.
Ayun, good morning sa lahat. Good evening. At habang binabasa mo nga yung memory, ay may question ako na pumasok sa aking isip at nasagot mo. Habang iniisip ko, ay nasagot mo na lahat yung question ko na ang tanong ko sana ay ano ba yung bang memory na yan ay included yung conscious, unconscious, yung mga maliliit na tibuki natin at saka yung mga experiences natin. So nasagot naman. Nasagot mo, Renz.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Thank you.
Ako na
Meron
lang
yung chat si
may tanong
Richie.
ako.
Oh, sige, Ate Sur.
Ito ba yung kasabihan ng pag malaki yung brain, malaki din yung capacity ng paglalagyan kasi tinype kasi ni Ricky dito yung capacity. Depende pa sa sukat ng brain ang laman, ang nilalaman,
Uh,
Ricky.
I think,
Or everybody has the same bytes na sinasabi ni Richie dito sa text para magkaroon ka ng mga paglalagyan na memory.
hmm, well, I'm not really sure how it works, pero yung memory, Probably kung yung tinatawag nating storage, right? Hindi siguro nasusukat kung gaano kalaki yung brain. Maybe we're talking about maybe kung gaano karami yung neurons, et cetera, kung gaano kabilis din yung capacity niya. Kasi like for example, if we're gonna compare the brain of yung I'm not really sure, but for example, the brain of the whale or elephant or something, they're bigger, but I don't know if they're really bigger capacity compared to us. Yung kanilang I don't know. Richie maybe I can answer it.
I think there are different levels. Remember, there are people that have what they call
Uh,
photographic memory, right?
I think it has to do
Oh,
with the folds of the brain and the
right.
cortex.
How deep?
And
Yeah.
it says here the elephant brain is 5.99 kg and the human brain is 1.3 kg. So if we see the size by face value, maybe elephant is much intelligent. But here's the difference. It says here uh, elephant brains are about 3 times heavier than the human brain and contains 257 billion neurons compared to the 86 billion in the humans. However, 97.5% of elephants' neurons are in the cerebellum, the motor control function. It's all in the movement, the muscles, while the human have more neurons in the cerebral cortex, cognitive processing. So if we define the human being in the context of Billy Meyer or the creation energy teaching, we are the conscious human being. So the elephant, maybe they are conscious, intelligent, but for us, we are consciousness. So it means our neurons are more inclined or more highly, as what you call this one, it's more distributed in the thinking process, more on the cognitive processing. So it's highly concentrated there and less on the motors. So
Correct.
if we compare ourselves with the chimpanzees, our cousins, some of their neurons are also concentrated on the motor functions. You see, they are very muscular and very fast. They said if you uh, if you compare the chimpanzee or the gorilla or any cousins, what you call this one, ape cousin of the human being, if they will fight hand to hand combat with muscles, with brute force, human beings are no chance. But since we have this cognitive intelligence, the higher functions are more developed. We can use weapons and anything that we can easily defeat them. So that's the difference between us. So most of our neurons are highly concentrated on the cognitive processing. Even if it is very small, it is compacted in that area. In Port
Correct.
Itazor.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Mhm.
Yeah. It doesn't mean bigger the better. Kasi yung cognitive ng isang tao ay magkakaiba. Like for example, Albert Einstein, 'di ba? Even they already study his brain. Actually average lang yung brain niya. Pero
Mm.
marami pang mga malalaking tao na mas malaki yung brain, but it doesn't mean they are better in terms of memory capacity. But I think it's about the neurons, yung paggalaw niya, yung cognitive and ability to use it
Yeah.
than
The,
the bigger capacity. Just just for
the,
example, in the computer doesn't mean bigger memory is better. Kasi kung mabagal din naman yung processor mo, etc. And your memory is nothing, hindi nako-compensate. Yeah. So it doesn't matter.
I-
Kung dapat mabilis din yung processor mo, yung core instead of the
mm,
memory. Yeah, that's if we're talking about the machines. And yeah.
Thank
if you
you
see the
po.
evolution, if you see the evolution of the computer storage or the memory, before it was floppy disk, very big. It was sequential sequential disk. What you call this one? Magnetic tapes. The evolution of the computers. It's very big. They have this library of magnetic tapes in the 1950s era, where they store the memories of the information. Eventually, it's bigger, but it's not efficient. And
Correct.
then if you see the progression, it becomes smaller and smaller, becomes floppy disk, hard disk, then USB. Then now it's become so small, then it has more capacity than the 1950s, the cabinet style storage medium compared to the we're carrying now. Very, very handy, very small, and very, what you call this one, high value storage capacity.
Correct. Cynthia, want to say something or add?
Yeah. What we have in our hand, our iPhone, even, yeah, has larger capacity than what brought men to the moon, the ones that were in a whole room. We have in just the palm of our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
may question ulit ako.
sige, tita.
Yung bang
Helen.
na-cremate, lelesen ba yung memory sa next life?
Maybe yung access sa storage bank or fluidal energies, yun yung hindi sila maka-access because nawala yung mga fluidal energies niya kasi yung na-cremate, diba? So, we already talked about
Yeah.
that. Kasi,
Hardware in our bones. The
Mm.
bones are like our hardware.
so, mawawala siya. So, instead na ma-access niya yung pinakamalapit sa kanya, yung current o yung yung current na previous personality niya, hindi niya ma-access yun because na-cremate siya. So he or she need to go back further, maybe the second to the latest, third to the latest, depende kung saan yung pinaka malapit niyang fluidal energies na mapupuntahan. But the thing is, fluidal energies is just like naman yun ang tawag dito, yung parang bridge or it's like a bakas or mapping lang siya so that our memory for our material memory can connect to that or tap to that memory from previous memory, ganon. Kasi if your cognitive or material consciousness also are not trained or is not also trained to recall or remember yung past memories mo, then it's only useless kasi impulse lang kasi siya, right? Unless you are really trained to interpret, like for example si Billy, right? Yung spiritual teaching, it only shows it to him through impulses, through symbols, diba? But because educated siya, marami siyang language na kaya niyang interpret yung symbols, matransfer niya sa language na isusulat niya. So, ganun din tayo. Kung pag meron tayong impulses, it's just like symbols na darating sa atin and then bibigyan natin siya ng forma, diba? Through our education also. Kasi if you're not educated also in material thing, hindi mo mabibigyan ng forma yung memory mo from the past kasi it's just impulse. Unless really na yung tinatawag natin yung mga magagaling na medium or something like that they are trans and verbatim nila na kaya nilang i-transcribe yung memory nila. But that's a rare scenario.
Kahit
Very
kaya
rare.
sa present life, mahina din ang memory niya. Naapektuhan kaya yung next life niya, yung present life. Dala-dala kaya yun.
yung memory kasi is on a current life.
Oo.
Yun yung ano natin, tayo mismo yung magde-develop ng memory na yun.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Although yung past memory, which is stored sa storage bank, we can only tap on that if we really need to. If we need or unconsciously or consciously or subconsciously tapping on the past storage bank, ganun. Yeah, but how are we going to bring up to our material consciousness is via impulses, di ba? Yeah, so either unconscious ka or conscious ka. So if you're conscious, you need to train your material consciousness as well to bring those memory or something will trigger to you as well. Kasi yung mga triggers natin that connects yung memory. Like for example, ito lang sa present life, yung like natin, pagkain, mga senses natin, hearing, yung music, something like that. Kahit na nakalimutan mo na yung memory na yun, actually, andun lang yun, pero hindi mo lang siya na-bring up dito sa material consciousness mo. So, pag may nag-trigger sa'yo like amoy, smell, or music, ganun, or food, and then it triggers your memory, it bring it back, ganun. 'Di ba, maaalala nila. Even yung mga may dementia or something na long-term memory sa kanila na it affects them really nung ano, nung mga past nila. Something triggered to them and then it will bring back their memories.
Mm. Mm. Hindi.
Any questions or addition? At Kuya John?
So meaning, yung
Ay.
memory natin ngayon, i-develop natin this life. Eh kung tapos yung memory na yun, nade-develop from from 0 age hanggang kailan or what?
Ang yung ano or this one really yung memory, it's real time. So para tayong nagre-recording every day. Either nanonood tayo, nakikinig tayo, even you don't remember, 'di ba, still recording. So yung memory is still always been live. You know what I mean? Kahit natutulog ka, kahit nagme-meditate ka, memory is always recording. 'Di ba kaya nga non-stop yung recording every single bytes, 'di ba, of our experiences nare-record niya. Ang problem lang is kaya mo bang i-rewind or recall yung memory na yon through your material consciousness, gano'n. So, the development or training is your own memory, your own self, 'di ba? Pero yung recording ng mga memories is real time.
Kasi yung experience ko ng pag-aalaga ng mga apo ko, merong talagang antalas ng memory, no? Pero hindi siya magaling sa school. Yun namang magaling sa school, talented, talagang halos scholar, hindi maanong memory. Kumbaga, makakalimutin, hindi niya na parang yung mga pangyayari sa araw-araw, hindi na niya natatandaan yun. At yung binibigyan mo ng instruction sa bahay, hindi niya yun matandaan. So siguro maraming klase ang memory sa atin, sa human beings, at ika-categorize natin siya sa depende, hindi ko alam kung papaano, ano bang
Baka short
klaseng
term.
memory siya. Oo.
Short term and long term siguro.
Yeah, long term o
Baka
ultra short
meron.
term. But
Oo, pero hindi magdidepende kung matalino ang bata o hindi, 'di ba?
Yeah, it depends on the interest,
Yeah.
to be honest. Kasi yung sa in my own experience, yung mga hindi interested sa akin, yung mga simple, yung na very interested sa iba, kinakalimutan ko. Is it depends talaga sa tao yun o sa condition ng tao. For example, oh, yung wife mo, for example, medyo detailed siya sa cleaning or sa lahat, mga pedantic siya sa cleaning, sa food, whatever, everything. But it's not for me. It's I don't care. You know, kasi hindi ayoko ipasok sa memory ko yon. Either, oh yeah, I can hear it. But because that's not my interest, 'di ba? So it depends sa tao yun, kung ano yung interest niya. So what really impact them, really, kasi actually subconsciously it record naman, nare-record naman lahat. Kaya lang kapag hindi mo siya talaga interest at hindi mo siya gusto, you just put it back on your mind. Pero yung mga bagay na interested ka at it triggers you or it moves you, and then that's really, yun yung nagsisink in sa'yo at the same time, yun yung nailalabas mo na kapag nagkaroon ka ng recall. Kasi yun yung, may, yun yung, yun yung important sa'yo eh. Kunwari, ito yung important sa akin na memory, so I was bring this out again. 'Di ba? O ito nilalagay ko siya dito lang sa akin, sa harap para at least kung darating yung time, I can recall it. Pero yung iba na hindi masyadong interested sa akin, you just put on the back of your brain or you don't or easily forget about it, ganun, because it's not your interest. Yeah, it depends kasi yan sa tao. So, hindi sukatan talaga na magaling ka mag-memorize, etc., etc. Is you really intelligent or 'di ba, although na-discuss na natin yung last meeting regarding about intellect, rationality, intelligence, etc., etc. So, we had a different level of, uh, sabihin natin, geniuses. Yeah.
Dagdagan ko lang rin since na ano natin ang mention natin ang pangalan ni Einstein. Merong ano, parang party. Hindi ko sure kung totoo to or just for the sake of ano lang yung moral story. Sa party may something gathering ganyan ng mga intellectuals, ganun, ganun. So, mga scientists sila, ganun. So, may isang scientist parang naiinggit kay Einstein. So, ngayon. So, doon na, nag-introduce na sila, ganun, ganun. So, may mga tao na nagtatanong, oh, can I get your number? Tapos sabi ni Einstein, wait, cannot remember. Tapos, may isang scientist doon na nag-side comment sa kanya. Sabi niya, imposible yan. You are considered a modern genius and yet the simplest telephone number you cannot remember. Ganun, ganun. Parang sinasarkasan ba siya? So ngayon si Einstein gumanti. Sabi niya, you know what? Sabi niya, in this world, what I tend to do is I keep in my mind the things that are hard to find. The easiest to find, I neglect it. So my number, I can easily find it in my wallet. So mabigat yung ano din niya, mabigat yung binitawan niya na tama nga naman. Bakit mo papahirapan yung brain mo na mag-store ng information ng mga maliliit na details na madali mo lang naman ma-access anytime din sa bulsa mo or saan bang libro na makita mo. Pero yung mga very hard to search, to look at, to ponder, yun daw yung dapat natin ilagay, i-memorize. Kasi hindi madaling mahanap yun sa somewhere else. So, yun daw yung moral lesson of the story.
Anyway,
Kung
Kuya Ren,
sensitive ka, kung ikaw ay sensitive, magaling ba ang
Kuya
memory?
Rinaldo muna, okay lang. We can follow up you later on para, hello, Tita Helen?
Kung sensitive ka, magaling yung memory
Test.
mo.
Hello?
Hello? Kung ikaw ay sensitive na tao, magaling ba yung memory mo?
Well, hello?
Hello? Nadinig
Yeah.
nyo?
At,
Naririnig kita, Tita Helen. Serious, naririnig ko rin. Pero,
I don't know who want to
Oo.
answer that.
Ang alam ko lang dyan sige, baka si Kuya Raymond sa kung mag-ano
Yeah,
ba,
maybe Kuya
bago
Rinaldo.
magsalita.
Sige,
Yeah.
anyone can answer.
Hindi ka namin marinig, Kuya Rinaldo. Can you hear me? Hello?
Ako na ba? Ako na ba, Ren?
Opo. Kung
Ako na
may
ba,
sasabihin
Ren?
kayo. Sige po.
Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Ah, yung mga matandain, sabihan ng araw yan, kabisote. Talagang magaling sila na point for point na tatandaan nila. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na tatandaan nila yung point for point. Marunong sila. Marunong in the terms of analysis, in the case of logical thinking, in the case of maraming variances, pero hindi guarantee na perfect ang memory mo na what is that you have the ideal situation. So kung nababanggit mo ng memory, siguro it is just to put emphasis on the capacity of the brain. Pero doon din sa brain ang gagaling yung pagiging analytical, pagiging adventurous, pagiging saliksik. Gaya nga ni Einstein sa kwento ni Richie, cellphone number dali mo makuha yun. Pero yung kung paano ko iniisip, kung paano iniisip ni Einstein yung relative theory, hindi makukuha yan sa memorization. Makukuha lang yun sa relationship of matters that are relevant in the discussion. If he has to pull it out from his mind, pwede naman. Pero if it is not in his mind, he can do some other ways to search. Yun lang.
Okay. Thank you, Kuya Jude. Answer ko lang yung kay Tita Helen. Yung sabi niya, tanong niya ata pag sensitive ka, maano yung memory mo. Although, yung...
Last.
Hello?
Go ahead, Renz. Sige, Renz.
Sorry. Yung sensitivity kasi, it's a good, tools also to yung mapping ng memory natin. Maganda siya to map our memory, but it doesn't really mean that you are really capable or good memory kasi memory is just memory, di ba? So, mayroon mga taon talaga na kasi sa akin, sabi ko nga kanina, it's based on the interest kung ano yung gusto nilang
Tandaan.
i-memorize o
Oo.
tandaan, 'di ba? So may mga ganyan kunwari kung talagang trabaho mo is tour guide, of course magaling ka dapat mag-memorize ng location and map, etc. because that's your everyday na wina-workout mo, pina-process mo sa brain mo. So will be good on that. You become intelligent on that kind of field, 'di ba? So it depends nga talaga yan sa gusto mo. So para makita natin kung ang isang tao really good, it depend kung ano yung interest niya. Doon mo makikita yung kagalingin niya sa memory. Kaya pag-recall ng memory niya. For example, yung mga musician, 'di ba kahit na nakapikit yan, etc. etc. They had the muscle memory to kung saan nila ilalapat yung nota, etc. etc. Because that's how they practice their memory. Diba? So it's a memory, it's correspond sa ating talaga yung interest natin. So pag sensitive ka naman din, maganda rin siya kasi it really helps you to recall easily yung mga dapat mong i-recall because of your sensitivity. parang namamap mo na agad yung ano na impulses na yun through your sensitivity. 'Di ba? So, it's very important din talaga yung sensitivity natin. Yeah. Yun lang.
Dagdagan ko yun rin.
Sige, bro.
In general, hindi naman absolute. Ang difference din kasi ng lalaki pati babae, yung babae kasi, you are built for the details, yung mga maliliit na mga bagay. You can memorize that in a certain, excellence compared sa lalaki na, although may mga lalaking kayang sabayan, pero in general, ang lalaki kasi kami parang broad-minded and analytical. Hindi namin tinatandaan yung mga maliliit na detail, parang kung ano yung broader idea, nakastick kami doon, nakafocus kami doon sa mga maliliit. Hindi kami. So, mapapansin mo pagka sa mag-shota, ganyan, mag-asawa, yung mga relationship nyo, natatandaan mo pa ba yung ganito? Natatanda namin yung date, siguro, tapos anong restaurant na kumain. Pero pag tinanong mo, anong suot ng damit ko? Anong suot ng ganito? Ano yung ganyang kulay ng mga yan? Wala kaming matandaan. Magaling ang babae dyan. So talagang sharp kayo sa mga ganon. Plus, yung nga na ba banggit nyo po tita, sensitivity, if we equate it with the emotion, babae kasi mas attached kayo sa feelings and emotion. So, may sinasabi na in a certain event na pag may na-trigger na emotional significance doon sa pangyayari na yun, makokonect nyo lahat, the emotions, anong naramdaman ko nung araw na yun, anong nakita ko, ano yung mga patterns na pumasok sa isip ko, lahat yun na-record. Sa aming mga lalaki, hindi kami talaga ganun attached sa emotion. Parang ano lang yung interest namin, sabi nga ni Renz, yung ganun. Ano yung interest talaga sa lalaki, dun lang talaga yung focus ng utak namin. Yung mga major things na yan, ito. Pero yung mga sa tabi-tabi na mga details, malabo na sa amin yan. So ngayon, the question is, ano ang importance ni babae pati ni lalaki? Pag nag-complement silang dalawa, kumbaga hindi sila mag-aaway, magjo-join power sila, powerful sila as a human being, as a team kasi. Di babae, ibibigay niya lahat ng details na hindi alam ni lalaki. Sabi, ito pala yun, ganun. So ngayon, pag naikabit niya lahat ng details, yung kung ano yung major focus na idea ni lalaki na gusto lang niyang makita, tatamahan niya yung sa mga details na natandaan ni babae. Pag build nila ng isang dream or project or something, maganda yung kakalabasan. Kasi nag-unify yung dalawang nila. Idea ba or thought, ganun. Like say,
Correct.
building, gagawa tayo ng building o bahay. Si lalaki gagawa ng structure, foundation, ganyan. Si babae ang magpapaganda sa mga detail, mga ano dyan, mga maliliit. So you will call it a home. Hindi na siya yung basta structure lang. So yan yung nakikita ko na sa mga school, grade school, ang nag-excel talaga, puro babae, yung mga top 10, mga ganyan, mga honor class, ganun. May mga lalaki, pero karamihan talaga mga babae. So yan lang yung
Yeah.
ma-share ko.
Kaya idagdagan ko lang
True.
Richie. Yung macro kasi sa lalaki, we are more interested on macro perspective. Yun, pero sa mga babae, in general, they are really specific in micro detail. Diba? Kaya nga in leadership, that's why sometimes good pag ang leader is lalaki because they look everything in a macro perspective. Diba? And although hindi ka naman, pero that's a general because how the brain wires between men and women. Mapapanood niyo yan sa YouTube. That's really true. And then ang secretary, if they really work hard, it should be a female because they are really detailed and pedantic in micro details, right? Pero sa lalaki kasi, they understand the whole perspective. Kaya yung example ni Richie, building a house. So, ang lalaki kasi, nandun siya sa macro, di ba? Alam niya yung foundation, structural, etc. Pero yung mga furnishing sa babae na yon, design, etc. Furnishing internal. sa kasi detailed siya, gano'n. If they're gonna work really hard and then together and then they achieve a better result, gano'n. Ang magiging problem lang sa mga mag-partner, something like that, kapag they always fight and the other one micromanage the other one, especially ang male, you cannot micromanage them because they don't think like how you think. Yeah. 'Di ba kaya nagkakaroon ng away. Yeah, anyway,
Tsaka
that's other
At saka
topic.
hindi alam kung sino yung mauna, kaya nagkakaroon ng away. Kasi i-insist nung babae na eto, yun naman i-insist naman ng lalaki na eto pala muna, gano'n, parang gano'n. So naglalaban silang dalawa. So back to memory, yung interest tama at saka yung sensitivity tama. Sa babae yung sensitivity at yung interest ay sa lalaki. Tama yun.
Okay?
Okay.
Anyway, siguro konting lang dito sa page na ito, yung sa last paragraph. So sabi niya, since the memory represent a purely material factor of material consciousness, thus this also transitory and ordered into becoming and passing. So it's very important. Kasi memory is just transitory, to be honest. So either darating yan, mawawala, darating, mawawala. It's just process of becoming and passing. So it's not really, although there's always, sabi ko nga, there's always a subconsciousness and unconsciousness na kahit tulog ka, your memory ay gumagana pa rin, di ba? Kaya ng paghinga, alam ng katawan mo na paano huminga. That's a memory, di ba? So, of course, the material represent yung consciousness, di ba? Consciousness and not unconsciousness, not subconscious as a consciousness, is going to be either kaya niyang become or it can pass. Yeah. So ganun yun. Although we all know yung material consciousness or all the memory will be gone pag namatay na tayo, right? So nabubura lahat yon. It form into neutral energy. But of course, it's uploaded sa storage bank. We know the 7 storage bank na pag-aralan natin yon. Una yung fluidal energies, 'di ba, sa isang tao. That's the first storage bank that we have na pwede nating ma-access, 'di ba? In either this current life or next life. So that's called the Akashic Chronicles or something, etc. etc. Ate Zor, may gusto ka bang sabihin? Or Ate Cynthia? After Ate Cynthia?
Yeah. Yeah. What about like muscle memory?
Oh yeah, muscle memory is good.
Memory,
It's like muscles too.
It's also like embedded in there, yeah, and then we're talking also about Einstein, like his memory was far-reaching to the point where he was able to conduct experiments in his mind just based on his logic, his really thought that it's actually his memory is able to do computations, that are, to the end of computation. So that's kind of like amazing also. And people who are athletes, they also are able to run through their mind
Is it
do better.
me muffling si Ate Cynthia or ganun lang talaga? I cannot understand her.
Yeah,
Really?
something's like covering the mouth.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you muffle Ate Cynthia, so I can't understand you to bit.
Yeah. How about that? Is it better?
Parang meron pa din konti.
Maybe it's my fan.
May echo na may konti. Adjust
Sorry.
mo lang konti. Oo. Adjust mo
How
lang.
about that? Must be my fan. Is it so bad? Uh-oh. No.
Hindi ko lang alam kung malayo ba sa microphone o malapit sa microphone.
I'm using my headset kasi.
Okay. Ayan,
But I
malinaw
was
na.
okay,
Yeah,
good.
malinaw na. Yeah.
Oh well. It's just, I guess. All right, but that's good. It's making me worried about that. All right. So yeah, I was referring to muscle memory. Okay, like those who are athletes, whether it's swimming or whether it's running, they do better with their performance when they're able to run the course through their mind. Because when they're doing that, it's as if they're having their bodies involved, even if they're just thinking about it, the way their muscle memory work. And then as far as Einstein goes, he's able to go through. His memory was far reaching enough that he could do the computations in his mind, and what they used to call they used to call it what do they call it, mental experiments in his mind, or how he does it. So things like that. Memory is really amazing. That's it. Okay. Next.
So, sinong pwedeng bumasa?
Okay. Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
okay. Where do you want me? Okay. Is it there? It is to be greatly heeded that the memory from the first day of the life of a life form until its end, through to the material death, remains consistently highly efficient at all times and shows no detriment regarding the memory strength. However, if a memory dullness comes about, as is often the case with the human being, and this does not represent a dullness or a decline of the memory, but it is due solely and exclusively to the fact that the memory can no longer be addressed by the consciousness because the material consciousness is simply crammed full with things and absurdities that prevent a communication with the memory. Thus, the memory is practically obscured from the consciousness with rubbish and hardship, through which the reciprocal communication collapses. The reasons for the disturbance of communication and the prevention of communication by the material consciousness can have multifarious forms. However, they are always formed in such a manner as to prevent a connection with the memory. Deep sorrow or physical pain can also create a detrimental factor and disturb the communication between the consciousness and memory, as well as worry and sorrow, love and hatred, consciousness, confusion, psychic affliction and illness, consciousness based slovenliness, and wantonness, dependency, consciousness dullness through alcohol, drugs, medication, and nicotine, and so on and so forth. Therefore, the memory itself can never be diminished in its own ability to perform, but in a case of memory weakness, the material consciousness always bears the blame, which is why the memory weakening factors have to be sought solely and exclusively in the material consciousness, which with rubbish and hardship, etc., reduce or even totally prevent the communication with the memory.
Okay, I think this is a very important page. Kasi dito natin ma-test ano yung mga dapat nating gawin, o ano yung dapat nating iwasan para yung maiwasan yung memory loss, or actually memory loss is the wrong words. It's a material consciousness, a recalling of memory. Kasi hindi na loss yung memory. It's just the consciousness that's having a block, or na nagkakaroon ng dullness or decline because of our consciousness. And uh, marami kasing factors yung binanggit dito, right? Like yung psychic illness, rubbish hardship, yung mga ganun. Lalo na pag yung tao are really into galit, laging galit, uh, it affects their memory kasi they really they choose the hard pain or physical pain. Second, yung mga of course antibiotics really and paracetamol, mayroong sa contact report it's really yung memory natin dinidecline niya rin, that it really affects your memory. Yung YouTube, yung mga shorts, see those sa if you really watch shorts, nagkakaroon ka ng short span memory also. It affects those. Uh, yung hatred, something little love, so worry, papanik ka, has also affects your consciousness to remember those memory, etc. etc. So maraming factors talaga na kung bakit kakaroon tayo ng yung mapiprevent yung communication ng memory natin through our consciousness. Ganoon. Anyone want to share or want to add something in here or question? Hello?
Ako bro, magdadagdag lang ako. Based dun
Sige.
sa understanding ko kasi yung material brain kasi natin, may mga neurons niyan, nagde-depend yan siya sa firing ng mga signals. Sabi din parang electricity din yan siya. Parang may mga wires na nakakonect. So may mga protection yan, yung may mga insulator, myelin sheet, parang kable ng kuryente. Tapos parang may mga generator dyan na parang booster na parang from one point to another magpapasa siya ng information, parang i-kickstart niya. So ngayon, para ma-maintain yung ano niyan, healthy environment, dapat yung ano niyan, flow niyan is non-stop, hindi siya madi-disturb, hindi mabe-break. So may mga disease kasi yung ano tawag dito, yung autoimmune na kinakain niya yung mga neurons, nag-start yan sa spine na parang tawag doon sa disease na yun, kalimutan ko na it's still unknown bakit nag-a-attack siya sa sarili niyang katawan na kinakain niya yung myelin sheath. So pag yung wire na yun napudpud yun, wala nang signal na mag go back and forth sa brain. So ano man yung vital functions doon sa katawan mo, sa memory ba yan, ganyan, dahan-dahan yan mawawala. So may mga sinasabi sila mga prevention na yung sabi niya omega-3, it helps kasi nakadepend siya sa healthy fat. May dalawang fat kasi yun na DHA and APA. Nakalimutan ko anong breakdown yan. Kumbaga kung i-compare natin sa engine oil, yung mga gears, parang yan yung nagpapaano sa brain, tumutulong sa mga signal sa mga neurons na mag-transfer ng mabilis na information. So, pag titingnan natin yung mga tao na mahilig kumain ng mga isda like in Japan, sa Italy, ganun-ganun. Medyo maano yung cognitive nila, yung memory nila, hindi ganun kadal. So may sinasabi naman sila na yung beef, meron naman din daw yung omega-3 as long as it is grass-fed. yung mga nag-grazing, hindi sila yung naka-artificially na pinifed. So, kung titingnan natin yung mga ancestors natin, ano yung mga memory nila, mga sharp. Kasi pag nagkukwento sila ng mga buhay-buhay, yung mga something na
Na,
nakaraan, as in talagang vivid na vivid sa kanila yung mga kwento. Although hindi naman 100% perfect, but at least they know what they are telling, ganun. Napapasa yung mga traditions ng mga kwento, ganyan. Unlike
Mhm.
today, sa modern time natin, nagkakaroon na tayo ng mga ganyang Alzheimer's, mga dementia, parang naging most common na. Tapos pababa na yung age na nagsasuffer ng ganyan.
Correct.
So, it has to do with our diet also and our lifestyle.
And
Yun lang bro.
ng brain.
And programming, yep.
Yeah, kasi ngayon also yung mga social media and yung TV, 'di ba? Lalo na yung mga content sa YouTube. Actually, maraming mga kapag pinapanood mo is yung mga YouTube ngayon, yung mga influencer, quote unquote, it really dull your memory because their content is rubbish, 'di ba? Parang hindi siya it doesn't create impact to your life. It's just for entertainment, 'di ba? And mga tao, they always like entertainment and entertainment na gusto lang. Yung kung anong nakikita niya sa TV, yung manonood sila ng mukbang or whatever nonsense thing na it doesn't really impact your life na you just here, tatawa ka lang, nakikita mo lang sila. And people like worship celebrities, etc., etc., and they like those kind of Kardashians thing. Uh, how they call that? Those Big Brothers or whatever. Yung mahilig sila sa buhay ng ibang tao, that's really impact the memory also because those are it's not important to you, it doesn't really create improvement sa'yo unless you're just analyzing them, analyzing their behavior, possible yun. Pero if you're not doing that, you're just consuming it, their content, and then that's really create a rubbish and blocking your consciousness to improve your memory, gano'n. So, I don't know if every one of you has some techniques na gustong i-share dito o na natutunan nila sa buhay nila. 'Cause Billy and in the teaching, they had some techniques na tinuturo. I don't know if you know them to improve your memory. So, if you know, there's one thing that I practice, yung yung memory mapping to remember things is if it's new to you, gagawa ka lang parang anchor points, 'di ba? Para maalala mo 'yon. Like for example, year, 'di ba? For
nasaan
example,
yun, friends?
it's on the book. I don't know. It's either Might of the Thoughts or in the Psyche, something like
Okay.
that. So for example, explain ko na lang if you can get it or if you don't. So gagawa ka ng mga anchor points na para maalala mo siya. For example, 50 years, for example, yung word na 50, right? Gagawa ka ano yung matatandaan mo sa 50, so ire-relate mo yung 50, for example, yung 50 years, dun ilalagay mo siya ng feelings yon, for example, para yung anchor point, 50 years, that's we celebrate the golden anniversary, for example, like that, and imama mo yan. So matatandaan mo siya because you relate it to dun sa number, sa number na yun. I-re-relate mo siya sa na 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 mahalaga sa'yo. For example, yung another thing, yung this is only numbers, but you can do everything you want or
Anything.
anything you want. Na for example, may gusto kang matandaan, gagawa ka rin ng pattern. 'Di ba, gagawin parang acronyms, something like that. And then you just define it. Basta meron ka lang connect mo lang siya. So you don't need really to memorize everything kasi yung memorizing, it's just a pain, it's hardship. Mas makakalimutan mo kapag i-memorize mo siya. mas magkakaroon ka ng witness. Pero 'pag ikaw connect mo siya, yung mga bagay-bagay, ito pala yun, iko-connect mo siya there's a loops, 'di ba? And those loops 'pag kinonect-connect mo, maaalala mo siya. At you get what you mean? What I'm saying, for example,
Mhm.
I don't know if Richie familiar dito sa Doctor ABCs, right? Do'n sa first aid. What is Doctor ABC? Meron yung pattern,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? Right,
Yep.
Richie,
Yep.
to do some first aid.
Mm.
So, kung naalala
Mm.
mo si Doctor ABCs, yun, there's a pattern,
Mm.
D, danger, or something like that. You point mo na siya. So, alam mo na yung pattern o sequence
Ano ata yun siya?
ng first aid.
Mnemonics tawag namin dyan.
Yeah.
Mnemonics.
Yeah, that's something like that. So, you had something na you can connect everything para magawa mo yung mga bagay-bagay o maalala mo yung bagay-bagay, right? So, it's something like that. A lot of people, lawyers, David, my friend, sa Figu, Australia, New Zealand. He is really smart. He's very intelligent. Kasi he knows how to use memory mapping. Diba? Tapos yung libro din, yung pagbabasa ng libro, you just scan it. To be honest, scan it. You don't need to read it. Scan it. Scan. And eventually, if you put your little energies, etc., and then okay, you're creating a pattern to your brain, and eventually you will remember them in time kung mako-connect mo lang yung knots, yung sensitivity, yung feeling, etc., and then you will remember them easily. Yeah. But of course, writing is also the best. But you cannot rely on writing all the time. You can also
Si
rely.
Kuya Ray naka-raise hand kanina pa ha.
Oh, sorry, hindi ko nakikita. Thanks, Kuya Ate Zur.
Okay,
Kuya
okay
Ronaldo.
lang. Okay lang. Reaction ako doon sa kay Renz at saka kay Richie nga ba. 2 points lang. Yung acronym is very helpful. Yung mapping, very helpful din yan. Ang example ko sa acronym na hanggang ngayon, elementary school pa lang, nung i-develop yan, o nung ma-introduce sa akin, hanggang ngayon, natatandaan ko. Sample, Roy G. Biv. Natatandaan niyo yan? Roy
Yeah.
G. Biv.
Rainbow.
Red. Here's the color of the
Rainbow.
red, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Kailan pa na-introduce sa akin yan, matanda ko pa. So I'm validating your point na using acronym helps. Yung mapping naman, in my personal experience, malilimutin ako sa pangalan ng tao. Kahit natatandaan ko yung mukha niya, hindi ko ma-relate yung pangalan. So what I do is, I pick a letter, say D, and run in my mind what are the possible names that I could have in my life dealt with, and baka ma-relate ko doon sa mukha noong taong sinasabi ko. If it fails, I'll go again in another letter, say P, and then run names based on that. On a normal occasion, hindi ako nagja-jump. ABCD ang reference ko. I start with A, I end up with C, kung magpe-pay lahat. So, nandun ako sa point na ano bang pagdaanan ko lahat yun, hindi ko nga matandaan, baka sakali matandaan. So, at most of the time, it bears fruit. Pero sasantabi ko ito, these are ways, pero in the case of Billy himself, out of the accident he has suffered, meron siyang madalas na sinasabing, this must have been, I cannot recall it anymore. It must be because of the accident that I had.
So yung word na binanggit mo, French, na blocking, blocking the consciousness ba yung sinasabi mong iba-block? Anyway,
Yes, kuya, yes. Blocking.
ah,
Physical
oo.
pain, kaya antibiotics, mga, yung, tawag doon yung mga, yeah, antibiotics, any kind of medical for pain, it's really block your memory to remember lots of things.
Okay.
Kung nilagyan siya maraming anesthesia that time, it can be
Ah.
possibility.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. So in effect, parang sinasabi diyan, kung nagsasuffer si Billy, that day he can no longer recall certain things that he used to know. It's because his brain suffered physically. Hindi naman natin siguro matatawaran yung consciousness niya. It's better than normal. Pero yung physical inadequacies ng brain niya because of the accident is there. It's a reality. And how can you expect something from a damaged, say, what is the best example? Basta yung na-damage, hindi na yun makapagbibigay ng anything normal as before.
Correct.
So, na-take up ko, napalagay ko yung dalawang aspect na gusto kong i-take up. I'm trying to recall the third, pero hindi bali na. I don't think it's important. Sige na. Thank you.
Even dagdagan ko lang yung sabi ni Kuya John. Si
Parang
Nyati
disagree
also.
ako kay Kuya Jun.
What?
Kasi
Sige.
pag magandang babae, naaalala mong pangalan.
Siyempre.
Kahit
Actually,
Yung interest
pangalan-
na eh. 'Di ba?
Yung pangalan
Nagko-contribute
Zoraida,
ang interest.
malilimutan yun. Forever yun Zoraida sa aking memory. Kahit ano pang blockage ang gawin nila.
actually, yung feelings, actually, pag memories, etc., that's really triggers yung mga pangalan and everything. So, yung pagtanda ng pangalan, actually, kapag interested ako, hindi ko makalimutan, pero pag hindi ako interested, nakakalimutan ko. That's as simple as like that, to be honest. Kasi sometimes kasi you 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 had to choose what really stays on your memory or you just put it behind, 'di ba? So simple as like kasi yung pahirapan yung isip ko rin o yung memory ko, yung consciousness ko to think a lot of things kasi yung pag-iisip ng maraming bagay, lalo na yung mga maliliit na bagay, it really damage your consciousness. Kaya nga yung paglimot, yung pagpapatawad, paglimot is a really healing to your consciousness. 'Di ba? Kasi lalo na yung mga sensitive o sabihin natin mga babae, for example, not all, alright? If they really repeat everything, yung pain, yung inis nila sa isang tao, yung breakup nila, actually that's really repeating the pain to your brain, to your consciousness. It it really affects your memory. It also affects your consciousness, 'di ba? So the more na you move on and you heal, 'di ba? You forget because actually you don't forget. You just put really behind your mind and something triggers, you bring it up. But the thing is, if you don't want to bring it up to your consciousness sa memory mo upfront, then it's really helps your consciousness and your brain and your memory to
Subscribe ako riyan,
become
Renz.
better. Okay, kuya.
Subscribe ako riyan. Not for anything else, pero for security reasons. All the girls I have loved before, hindi ko matandaan ang mga pangalan. Hindi ko talaga tinatandaan. Kasi baka ang kaharap ko yung misis ko na ang masabi ko yung pangalan nila. disgrasyang malaki yun. Kinakalimutan ko silang talaga. Si Zoraida lang ang hindi ko kakalimutan. Special sa akin yan.
Serious question, Renz.
Sige po.
Ang pinag-uusapan ng memory, parang sa atin kasi, na hindi naman lahat kasi merong lugar na tulad na sa Japan, marami din ng mga matatanda na hindi malalakas pa rin yung mga memory. Pero generally, nasa halos 3/4 ng populations, ang normal nating pagde-deteriorate ng ating mga katawan, kasabay na ang ating mga memory.
Mm.
Hindi ba napapansin niyo lahat ng matatanda pag nagkakaedad na tayo, nagiging excuses ang pagiging Alzheimer's, ang nalo-loss na yung ano. For some reason, dahil ba sa nade-deteriorate na rin yung katawan natin, unti-unti humihina na yung mga bone, yung mga sa daig din ba ng experience na dinaanan na natin dahil pa 70 or 80 na tayo, kaya nagiging cost na din ang memory, hindi loss agad, yung weakness, parang ganoon. May factor ba yung ages natin, as in kasabay ng ating katawan, dahil kita mo naman from the bata hanggang sa tumanda, iba yung shape ng katawan natin sa ano. So that's become parang nagiging normal pag tumatanda, tuloy nasasabi natin na weak na yung ating mga memory.
Okay. Maganda yung binanggit ni Ate Zor. Diba yung mga tao sa Japan, ay matataas pa yung memory. Una-una, sa Japan kasi, the culture nila, kahit matanda sila, they are very active in working physically. At the same time, yung diet nila, etc. May article about aging and early retirement dito sa Figo. So, most of the studies, yung mga nagre-retire na maaga and they just don't do any work, nagpapaka-enjoy na lang sila, travel, do things. They are the one that suffers schizophrenia, dementia, and memory loss. Mas mabilis sa kanila yon. Pero if you're active in anything like this, like kind of this, thought process, physical, gardening, etc., or whatever, na hindi ka lang nakaupo nanonood ng TV, you are really improve your memory, your brain, your consciousness, etc. At the same time, your life. You will prolong your life, 'di ba? Imagine, for example, you don't study this. For example, you don't socialize, you just watch TV the whole day, inom ka ng beer, magsaya-saya ka kasi retired ka na, right? After 10 years, you're just being old, sick, and then dying. That's the only thing because you don't really improve to evolve your consciousness. So part here, the secret is always seek or always improve or um, improve your consciousness, yung kamalayan mo, regardless kung anong ginagawa mo. You should evolve, you should strive for something development of your own consciousness. Diba? Of course, yung physical and mental work are very important sa buhay ng isang tao. And that's how you're going to improve your consciousness, your memory, your physical well-being, your thoughts process, your everything, your health, etc. So when you retire, make sure you do something, right? Don't just watch TV. Ganun. Yun lang. Yun yung sabi sa
Sa,
TV.
sa population ba, yung bang babae mas maagang nagkakaroon ng ano ang memory kaysa sa lalaki dahil we're giving birth. So the more ka na nagkakaroon ng suffering at 'di ba yung iba nga talagang ini-injectionan pa or something na ganun. May cause din ba yon na kaya nagiging parang mas makakalimutin ang mga babae kaysa sa lalaki? Or balance lang, depende lang din sa lifestyle?
Yeah, depende sige. Actually, yung sabi dito binanggit sa ano, yung mga factors dito like sorrow,
Hindi,
physical
sorrow
pain.
and physical pain. So,
Yeah,
naisip ko dyan mga
everything.
babae.
Yeah. So, yeah, possibility na they had those easily magkaroon sila ng dementia or yeah, pagkukulang. Kaya nasa tao talaga yan eh. It's not about gender pero how they process everything. Kasi kapag talagang ang mga tao, they just nandun lang sila sa hatred, 'di ba? Confusion, pain. They always repeat the pain that they suffered from what they have nung bata-bata pa sila. Inuulit-ulit lang nila and they just don't look for something new. 'Di ba? Of course, magkakaroon ka ng dullness sa consciousness mo. Hmm. So something better to seek something
Mag-speculate
new.
ako,
Sige, kuya.
Loren. Mag-speculate lang ako. Yung possible factor na pwedeng i-blame sa mga babae especially o kahit sa lalaki is the fact that you underwent anesthesia more so kung general. So, ang nangyayari siguro, I'm sorry, hindi ako technical. Ang nangyayari siguro, may mga neurons or receptors or whatever na hindi lang naapektuhan temporarily, but most likely permanently. And if it so happens, yung signals ma-compromise. So, doon sa hindi nakatanggap ng anesthesia, siguro ang lalabas na factor dyan is what makes the person interested to remember things. Kagaya nga nung sinasabi ni Renz, kinakaligtaan niya yung hindi niya interested. Pero in my case, baliktad naman. Nung ako'y bata-bata, hanggat maaari, hindi ako naglilista. I keep it in my mind. At hindi sa pagyayabang, maganda naman ang recall, maiksi ang oras. Ang problema, dumating ako dun sa point na siguro you can call it saturated or overwhelmed or beyond my normal capacity. Sa mga sakit na ulo ko, hindi na ako mapahinga, hindi na ako makatulog. So, I decided, sabi ko, mami, kumising ko nga, kumuha ka ng lapis at papel. Ilista mo itong sasabihin ko sa'yo. Out of memory, binanggit ko lahat sa kanya. It turned out 500 items came out of the list. And only after that, kaya ako nakatulog at napahinga. Anong ibig kong sabihin? Ikaw ang magpapahirap sa sarili mo. Kung gusto mong dagdagan, it's up to you. Kung gusto mong kulangan, it's up to you. Kung ang capacity mo is capable, irrespective kung nagkaroon ka ng anesthesia, then good for you. Kung nagkaroon ka naman ng anesthesia and fail pa rin pagka nagtatry kang i-remember, then feel sorry, maglista ka, kagaya ng sinasabi ni Ray. Kuya John, Kuya Ray, Kuya Reynaldo, maglista ka para hindi mo nakakalimutan. Siguro that's how he's doing things. I am doing that. I even assign numbers. Pero alam mo naman, may katamaran na yung priorities stage na hindi na yung mga dahil. So, patandaan na lang kung baka sakaling hindi na maalala, pasensyahan na lang. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuya Jan. Next, anyone wants to read this?
Tita Helen, hindi ko
Ah.
alam kung kanina pa yung hands niya or
Sige.
ano kasi
Sige.
nakalate.
Oo, sige. So, balik tayo doon sa mga tao sa Japan na matatanda na napaka sabihin nating magaling pa yung memory nila dahil nga kilos ng kilos, ganun. At tama naman talaga yon dahil yung consciousness nila, meron silang awareness, meron silang focus, dahil iba naman yung culture nila kaysa atin. Tayo, medyo hardworking people din naman ang mga Pilipino, pero marami tayong lakwatsa kaysa sa kanila. So, yun, nung mag-attend ako ng sentro, so, sabihin natin yung mga hapon, nakakasunod sa creational teachings, sa creational laws and recommendation kahit hindi nila ito alam, no? So, i-compare ko din dun sa mga sentro na napuntahan ko nitong umuwi ako. So, 13 years si tita na hindi nakatuntong sa sentro ng Laguna at Quezon. Kasi kung umuwi ako November, ang mga anibersaryo, magsisimula siya ng January hanggang April. So, napuntahan ko yung mga sentro at ako'y gulat na gulat dahil siyempre, mga kabats ko yung mga pangulo doon. Ang iba, mas matanda pa sa akin. And then, nakita ko yung improvement sa sentro. Yung mga medium nila ay ang laki ng improvement. Na yung isang sentro ay 110 anniversary. Yung isang sentro ay 124. Hindi kayo maniniwala. Yung mga sentro namin talagang mga matatanda na. At sabi ko, dahil nawala ang La Resurrection sa Union, sabi ko nakaganda rin na hindi kami tinatanggap eh. Yun ang nabalitaan ko na namatay yung aming medium ng masama ang loob dahil nag-a-attend ang mga anniversary, hindi man pinatatayo, isang jeep sila, hindi man lang tawagin o i-acknowledge ang presence ng Pangulo, basta ganon ang nangyari. Hindi naman nagsawa. At nung ako'y pumunta ay ganon din, sabi ko hindi namin, kung kayo ay matitiwalag sa Union, wag nyo kaming tatawagan. Yon, wag nyo kaming tatawagan. So nakita ko yung may matanda doon, mas matanda pa sa akin. Gumawa siya ng bench kasi dati ang upuan nila bangko lang, yung halos iingatan mong umupo at baka ikaw ay matumba. Ganon kahirap ang mga sentros diyan sa amin sa Quezon na talagang ang kanilang faith ay ganon na lamang kahit ang sentro nila ay nasa puno lang nasa ilalim lang ng puno, yun, ganun kahirap. And then ngayon ay biglang-bigla, no? Tapos yung isang mas matanda pa sa akin, ginawa niya, ang ganda ng sentro. Talagang sabi niya, alam mo, kapatid na Helen, lahat yan ay sa aking kamay dumaan. Wala akong katulong, yung anak ko lang, siya yung nagmamanis. Ang mga silya ay lahat ay siya ang gumawa, na pare-pareho, walang equal na equal, wala kang makikitang hindi pulido na ginawa. So meaning, yung sabihin natin, yung focus, yung ginagawa ng mga Hapon, ay kung kahit tayo ay Pilipino, ay magkaroon lang tayo ng focus, yung galaw ng galaw kahit matanda na, ay talagang makakatulong sa ating material consciousness. Naalala ko nga nitong magpagawa ako ng bahay. Yung anak ko ay interior designer. Hindi yan papayag nang hindi siya makikialam sa pagpapagawa ko ng bahay. And then, ako yung nag-design, ako yung bumibili ng materyales, ako yung foreman, ako yung nakikialam. Ultimo sa mga pako na nalalaglag, mga sinisimot ko yan sa hapon. So meaning, pag tayo ay tumanda at lalong nakatulong, itong creational teachings natin na kailangan ng awareness, kailangan yung gumagalaw. Sabi nga nung mga kasama ko, mga ka-classmate ko, bakit kayo napaka-busy? Senior di ba tayo retired na, hindi man lang namin makasama sa mga ganito, dahil ako'y may study, sabi ko, hindi ako pwede ng Miyerkules ng umaga dito sa 8 to 10. Hindi ako pwede ng Friday. Minya, ikaw naman, sobrang busy. On the other hand, malaking tulong sa lalo kung nagkakaedad na. Malaki siyang tulong talaga. Yun ang sinasabi kong benefit na naitulong sa akin ng pag-aaral ng bagaman meron ng pundasyon sa pagiging espiritista, nadagdagan pa nitong mag-aaral ng creational teachings. At malaking bagay talaga yung natutunan natin dito na kumbagay paragdagan sa dati nating dedikasyon ng pagiging espiritista. So, yun lang ang aking maiko-contribute. Yeah.
Thank you. Ate Cynthia, can you read? Are you still there? Hello? It's okay.
Nakarating sa amin, JS, ang mga taga-humildad sa aking bahay. Sabi niya, aba, hindi ito typical, hindi traditional na bahay na common, sabi nila. Ang ganda, ang liit, at saka parang may halong creativeness talagang nangyari. Yun, nabanggit ko nga na ang anak ko interior designer, hindi ko kinonsulta. Lahat yun ay nanggaling din sa aking mind. Tama yung sinabi nung isang espiritista dun sa sentro na 110 na yung kanyang sentro. Talagang siya lahat ang nag-iisip. Siya yung kung paano niya ginawa yung sentrong napakaganda. Maliit lang pero napakaganda. Yan.
Okay. Page 42. It also not a factor of the memory.
Susunod ko na lang isi-share yung nakamit ko si Ben
Hello?
San Juan. May dramang nangyari. So, next time na lang.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Sige, oo.
Yes, bro.
Dinig.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
bro.
Ate Cynthia, do you want to read?
Sure.
Page 42.
Okay. Okay. It is also not a factor of the memory that the physical death of the life form just would be left embedded in the spirit realm in order to become active again in the next incarnation. The memory of the material consciousness realm forms a material block and factor for itself, which is based on purely material principles and foundations, as is also valid for the material consciousness. Indeed, the spirit realm naturally exhibits a counterpart in the spiritual form. Yet the two memory forms have nothing to do with one another because they are ordered into their own consciousness forms and have no direct contact with one another. Therefore, the spiritual memory is solely and exclusively assigned to the spiritual consciousness, whereas the material memory belongs to the block of the material consciousness. This explains why the material consciousness, therefore, takes no journey to the beyond and would be unable to do so, but that it actually also ceases to exist at the death of the physical body. As the memory is also provided with the feelings, for example, with its information, it follows that via the memory, in each case, the present experiences also show characteristic shadings of feeling, which result in a so-called intentional aspect of the memory. Therefore, an earlier lived experience can be experienced again in a subsequent remembrance with exceedingly different and very manifold shadings of feeling. The memory is in itself to be seen as a triple factor that consists of an ultra short term memory, USCM, as well as the short term memory, SCM, and the long term memory, LTM. These three memory forms carry out three different functions, which can be described as follows. The ultra short term memory receives information which is retrievable after approximately 20 seconds, after which it is put away and as such becomes forgotten, which can be recalled again only with tremendous effort, and reach into the consciousness if this is still at all achievable. Now, the short-term memory, as a rule, only stores information up to a maximum of about 2 hours, in which case, however, it should be heeded that the short-term memory can be negatively influenced by substances, through which this is practically blocked, and at the same time, no acceptance or transfer to the long-term memory takes place. Such substances come in multivarious forms. For example, the antibiotic puramycin, which has the capacity to block the connecting or synthesis of the ribonucleic acid RNA. The long-term memory receives all kinds of information which is stored throughout the entire life. The information reception from the short-term memory can, however, be restricted or prevented, as already explained, if certain substances come into play which block the protein synthesis. This, however, appears only at the transfer conveyance of information from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. Information of all kinds already stored in the long-term memory are not affected by it. The memory is situated in the cerebrum. What is likely to be scientifically proven is that the cells of the cerebral cortex are responsible in special form for the preservation of conscious memory contents, whereas the hippocampus, one of the evolutionarily oldest parts of the cerebrum, is determinatively responsible for the transfer of all information from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. If the hippocampus, okay, where did it go now? If the hippocampus becomes injured or destroyed, then the reception and storage become gravely affected or even absolutely impossible. If one or several parts of the cerebral cortex, for example, the surface area of the cerebrum, become injured or destroyed, then it is the case that the memory, due to the suffered injury, becomes hazier and more inaccurate, deficient and erratic, or even entirely unusable. A case, however, that can never take place if no injury or destruction occurs to the surface area of the cerebrum. Otherwise, a memory dulling can only occur if the material consciousness sends out rubbish and hardship, through which the communication with the memory can no longer occur as previously explained. With any injury or destruction of the surface area of the cerebrum, the memory contents become simply erased, in which case these contents, however, cannot be described exactly because it cannot become determined at least up until now, which cerebral cortex parts parts house which information. The memory is not only a factor that becomes carried out by the cerebral cortex because still very many nerve cells and their synapses additionally play a determining role. Knowing about this, the lexicographers report the following. The memory also has to be seen as a process, simultaneously carried by many nerve cells and their synapses. Thereby, the preservation appears to function similarly to that of a hologram. The information becomes stored through overlapping or interference of two or more information circles, example through overlapping of what is seen with what is heard, of what is read and with what is already known, etc. This theory explains why learning becomes easier when several input channels participate at the same time. These input channels become equated to the senses by the scientists, and we build as well repetition
I think
would
maybe we can
accentuate.
discuss first,
Okay.
because we don't have time also, 10 minutes. So, itong sinasabi dito sa taas, yung material consciousness realm is just nodes or area, right? Pero hindi siya yung parang heaven, etc. But whatever. But it's just the nodes of our consciousness, yung memory natin. So they have separate the creational and then the material or physical, right? So magkaiba sila because, in material consciousness, it has form. It has physical form, either half material or half material block of memory. But in the creative side, the creational form, it has it has no form like material, but it has values, right? So values that's really uh the how to go stored for long long time, and your creation energy absorbs that, your creation energy, life energy absorbs that, and that's your quintessence of value, 'di ba? Or essences. Kaya hindi sila talaga puwedeng magsama kasi magkaiba sila na area or nodes, 'di ba, or realm. Yung material and then the creational. So, when we die as physical, nawawala din yung physical memory natin. Nawawala yung material memory natin, right? That's given. So, yung creational, which is yung intellect and rationality ratio and application, wisdom, essences, yun yung importante sa atin. And that's what we try to achieve as a human being, to store the essences and values of everything. Diba? Kasi it goes to our creational part. Yeah. Kasi sa storaging ng memory natin, it stores both positive and negative. But kasi yung negative, hindi masyadong napapakinabangan yun ng ating even our next life, hindi natin mapapakinabangan yun. Only the positive and equalize positive, ganun. So the more na we stored, kasi they stored in a storage bank, right? Our memory, positive and negative. But those equalize yung talagang mas napapakinabangan ng isang tao, ng isang kamalayan. Ganun. Any questions to that? Or any sharing?
Siguro i-discuss natin yung short-term memory at saka long-term memory next ano
Yeah,
kung
next topic
ano ba
siguro.
yung oo.
Yeah, kasi it's also important.
Oo.
Maalala natin, maiugnay natin yung
Mm.
ultra short term, and then the
Sure.
long term memory. Because
Dalam.
they're all memory and also goes everything to memory sa lahat yan. Yung term lang na ultra short term and short term memory is how you going to retrieve them. Diba? Kung pag gusto ma-retrieve siya, maalala in 2 hours ka na, ultra short term memories, ganun. So, sabi niya dito, 20 seconds sabi pala. Yes, ultra short term, ganun. So, it depends yan sa isang kamalayan ng isang tao. Anyway, anyone wants to say, add or say something before we finish the recording or finish the meeting? Richie?
Oh yeah, I'm good, bro.
Richie?
Hello, you can hear me? No.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yan lang yung siguro sa memory, may mga ano kasi siya, yung mga mechanism na yung oral traditions, minsan hindi siya reliable kasi very fluid yung memory natin. Pag nagkaroon na siya ng gap or space, kailangan maglagyan niya ng story, lagyan niya ng kwento. So, nag-iimbento tayo, naglalagay tayo. So, hindi ko alam kung connected siya sa ano natin, pero in terms of mechanism, sabi sa neuroscience, yun daw yung problema sa memory na pag may kinakwento tayo tapos may mga gaps na hindi ma-fill in, minsan automatic yung brain natin na hindi natin napapansin. Naglalagay tayo ng mga kwento para maitugma lang yung flow ng story. So, in the long run, hindi na siya talagang reliable na na information. So, related sa ano ni Billy, sa creation and teaching, kaya niya kailangan isulat in the digital form para kung mayroon tayong magre-reference back tayo, nakalimutan tayo, hindi na tayo maglalagay ng gap. Babalik tayo sa digital form na ito. Ito yung nakalimutan natin. Yun lang.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Kuya Rinaldo, nandiyan ka pa?
Ang gusto
Oo,
ko lang si
natuwa
Ma'am.
lang ako. Natuwa lang ako nung marinig ko yung confirmation ng aking supposition na may na-damage doon sa brain baby. Kaya kahit anong pilit niyang i-recall, hindi niya na ma-recall. Uh, I don't know kung nagawa ng paraan yun, hindi ko rin natutundan. Kung na-recover ba, yung dapat mo. How
Yeah.
should it happen? Kung anong ginawa, hindi ko rin alam eh. Pero nag-o-offer noon ang mga fees na kagaya siguro doon sa ginawa sa kanya nung bata pa siya, pinrogramming siya. Pero I don't know, hindi ko nasusundan eh. Mas na, hindi ko pa siguro na-take up yung aspect na yan sa
Yeah.
pagbabasa ko. Pero kung alam ninyo, well then good, mabanggit ninyo para ma-test ko in my case kung paano ko siya
What I know, I think hindi na pumayag na si Billy to heal that kasi hindi na importante. Ang nangyayari na ngayon is kapag may dinadala silang mga file o gustong balikan, kasi na-record naman lahat yon and by in writing or sa recorders ng mga playaran, and they will bring back to Billy, and then oh, sinulat mo ito dati. Sabi, hindi ka na ma-recall yan. Sinulat niya ito and everything. But, says, of course,
At
pag kinonect na yung dots ni Billy, he will recall totally. yung mga na-lost na memory niya. So it's something like that. But behind that,
Ang,
I think it's just
ang,
moving
ang
forward.
terms na madalas ginagamit dyan annals, yung
Yeah,
kung ano yung recorded. Recorded in the annals of SPAT,
yeah.
whatever, kung ano man yun. Meron pa nga ni-recall from Despair
Yeah, sa library.
sa library, oo, na
Yeah, Ayan library.
ang sistema, not everybody can. Pero
Can
in the case
access.
ni Billy, naka-ano siya, naka-access siya. So effectively therefore, ang issue ng memory sa brain is no longer an issue for Billy. Kasi he can go beyond what the brain can offer. Siguro dyan papasok yung tanong ng kung how sensitive or how
Correct.
brain
If,
memory.
yeah. Si Miyasi nga, di ba, na-damage yung brain niya doon sa accident sa center. Still takes a while to bring back yung potentiality niya. May mga bagay na hindi niya siya kayang gawin as a god o Ishurish compare noon. Yeah, so that's how really important yung brain natin. No? I don't know kung tapos na siyang na-heal. Maybe updated na. I'm not sure. Pero yeah, but that's why very important to look after our brain kasi siya yung uh, tools natin to utilize the consciousness part. Yeah, our consciousness evolution. But of course, yeah, we should look after our brain. Anyone, Ate Cynthia?
No, I'm just grateful that we have Richie and all his registered nurse experience and knowledge, which I always defer to. Yeah, since I'm anyway, so that's what I appreciate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
correct.
Yan,
Si
gusto ko,
Azor.
ano,
Ate Helen, go.
Professor. Oo, gusto ko lang mag-comment ng konti doon sa last recording ninyo na pakinggan ko siya at very interesting yung naging study ninyo with Jaycon. So, kumbaga, nakaka-relate din ako sa mga experiences ni Jaycon na parang nangyayari din sa akin. Pero dapat lang na isipin na meron din siyang counterpart. Dadaan din doon sa medyo bangin. At the same time, meron ka ding dadaanan siguro to equalize, no? To neutralize. Dahil hindi lahat ay overwhelming ang mga experiences at kailangan pero hindi dumating dun sa isip na magi-give up ka. Pag-give up ka dahil ano ba yung i-give up mo sarili mo din naman yung nag-create, yung sarili mo din na nagkaroon ng bunga. So walang surrender, walang ano. So, yon lalong lumalim ang pag-aaral sa sarili, yung inner self at yung nabanggit ko na yung when the student is ready, the master appears. So, yung master na yon ay tayo din, yung sarili din natin, yung inner self natin ang nabubuhay sa ating sarili pagka tayo ay talagang proven na talagang ginagawa mo sa everyday life mo yung natututunan mo dito sa creational teachings na yung binanggit ni Jayco na wala nang sama ng loob, wala na lahat ay pantay, walang judgment, basta pantay ang buhay, na parang kang nasa alapaap. So, yun din, gano'n na din yung aking, nagiging buhay ngayon. Lahat ay pantay, kung meron mang masakit o dumarating na hindi akma sa inaasahan natin, eh, okey lang. Lahat ay okey lang at lahat ay nabibigyan mo ng magandang katwiran kung bakit nangyari. So yun lang, yun lang. Thank you at magpatuloy
Wei,
pa tayo sa ating pag-aaral. Thank you.
yan pa ba si Wei or si Ate Zor?
Nandito pa po, tawag dito. Interesting, basta aabangan ko yung next week kasi may question ako, kaya lang pag na-question ko, hahaba pa yung usapan natin and I really need to go doon sa words. Tandaan mo na lang, Renz, na yun doon sa words na sinabi mo, dapat natin ingatan yung mga isip natin. Parang something na gano'n. Doon ko na lang expose sa next week
Sige po.
yung question ko.
Well done. At least it's something that we can look forward to. Si Wei,
Yeah,
andyan
but
pa.
I have to leave din kasi kaya sabi ko, masasayang iwanan ko yung question ko, hindi ko rin maririnig yung tanong ko. Parang ganon, yung sagot sa tanong ko. So, next week, I'm look forward for that. Ano na lang yung huling portion na binasa ni Ate Cynthia. Doon ko siya, ano.
Sige, so may tanong mo Ate Zor, para hindi makalimutan.
Yeah.
Oh, sige.
So that will
Kasi
remember
kanina
the
yung question
question.
ko na humaba. So nainganyo ako mag-sit down at uminom dito ng mainit na tsaa. Ngayon, iniisip ko, pag iniwan ko tong question na to, hindi ko rin maririnig dahil I have to leave at 7:15. Right now is 7:06.
Okay.
So,
Or maybe you can
Okay.
chat to the group, then I will pin out. Yeah,
yeah.
para masagot natin
Yeah,
next time.
just put the question
Send mo
there.
yung last ano. Okay. Sige
Chat to the
po,
group
hindi
muna
na rin
bago
ako
ko.
tatagal. Baka mauna pa ako magpaalam sa inyo dahil
Okay.
I have to
And
leave po.
Wei,
Thank you.
So yung na-leave natin na page ay 48 o 46?
46. 46
46.
pababa.
Okay,
48.
sa baba, oo.
Yeah.
Last paragraph.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Page
Okay.
46.
Wei, andyan pa ba si Wei? Xiaomi? Siya ba yan? Ano sila ko ano eh. But anyway, that's it. I end the recording.